Good evening, y'all. How y'all doing? Take this echo out of my ear. Okay. So, I haven't been on for a while. I've been taking care of home life stuff and school and dealing with personal life shit. Okay? So, come here, microphone. So, I'm going to read some things real quick. Okay? Because these things are actually happening. And I want other people to learn and understand and protect yourself. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has a cell phone with a camera. And home surveillance stuff is pretty cheap. You can get it at Walmart. Mail theft. Mail theft is a federal crime in the United States punishable by fines and imprisonment up to 5 years for stealing, taking, or concealing mail from any authorized dispensary, post office, mail carrier, or route, or for processing stolen mail with knowledge of its status. State laws also address mail theft. For example, Minnesota and Virginia classify it as a criminal offense with penalties including felony charges. So you'll get state and federal. In a couple of cases, it talks about August 29th of 2025. That's today. Kiera Blount, a former Stanford postal worker, pleaded guilty of mail theft and bank fraud, stealing checks and personal information, opening fraudulent bank accounts, resulting in seizures of $285,000 in checks and related items. Earl Demetrius Overton of Augusta, Georgia, was sentenced to August 27th on 84 months, 7 years in federal prison for using the USPS key to steal mail, commit bank fraud, and aggravated identity theft in a scheme to attempt to steal over $400,000. That's some shit. Okay, and there's a 800 number here to call to report. Okay, it is 1-877-876-2455. Again, that's 1-877-876-2455 to report any type of mail fraud, mail theft, even if it's coming out of your mailbox. I have cameras up now because I've caught 2 people already, and my dogs caught the third person, and I ran out there and he drove off. And the third person lives directly across the street and avoids me like the fucking plague. Younger guy living in military temporary housing across the street. He's a contractor for the fiber optic companies. I also caught him on camera going to another neighbor's house, another crash house, taking a package off the fucking front porch. Okay. So, mail theft, package mail, whatever. You're stealing somebody's shit, that's a fucking felony. Okay? Theft of legal documents. Okay? Theft of legal documents is a serious offense under the U.S. federal law, particularly when the documents are official court records or government property. So when the judge writes up court documents on my child support, that's legal documents. And anything that comes from child support itself is admissible to court. It is a legal document. Okay? One key status US or 18 USC 1506 makes it a federal crime to steal, alter, falsify, or remove any record, writ, or process from the United States court, with penalties including up to 5 years in prison and or fines. This law applies when such actions affect the validity or enforcement of a court judgment. So if you're stealing my child support enforcement from my mailbox, that's a federal crime. Okay, let's move on. Theft of child support documents. It says here there is no legal term for the theft of child support documents, but if it's court ordered, it's a court document. It says it is not a standard legal category, but the scenario likely refers to fraudulent use or manipulation of documents related to child support. So the fraudulent use or manipulation of the documents, such as taking my mailbox, preventing me from getting them. Okay. It can also be used as identity theft because all of my personal information is in those documents. Okay. Identity theft. The fraudulent use of another person's personal information for financial gain or other benefits remains a significant concern as of August 29, 2025, with multiple recent cases reported across the United States. Experts emphasize proactive measures such as monitoring credit reports, placing credit freezes, and safeguarding personal data to prevent victimization. Okay, and it goes on to talk about different ways to protect yourself. I'm going to be getting me and Mom on LifeLock, which will help with your identity safeguard, and home title lock as well. Defamation of character. Defamation of character refers to a false statement, either written or spoken, that harms someone's reputation. Okay? It encompasses two main types. Libel, which involves written or punishable statements such as those in newspapers, social media posts, or emails, and slander, which involves spoken statements made to a third party. For a statement to be considered defamatory, it must be presented as a fact rather than an opinion. Okay? Communicated to at least one third party and must be false. Okay? So if they try to present a allegation to the neighbors. Say, for instance, the perfect example is the pear-shaped blonde on my street that went door to door, knocking on everybody's door, slandering my name, telling them that she needs to be notified, or Kevin needs to be notified, I guess her husband. Let's call her Karen. I don't know her name, but she said the name Kevin. And to contact them when I come and go from my home. Okay? And when these neighbors ask why, she gets quiet and they go in the house. And they secretly talk about it. Okay? That's defamation of character. Okay? It's also slander because it's spoken, but she's trying to present it as fact. But she is also one of the individuals that was caught visually before I got the cameras sticking her paws in my mailbox late at night. Okay? Now, I say all these things and talk about everything so far because my child support stopped showing up and I haven't gotten any mail. So I have to go to the mail center and take them my recent change of address envelope. I always save them. I highly recommend all of you save those too. So when you do a change of an address, and you get the envelope that says it's been changed, and you get it at your new address, do not open that envelope save it in the file cabinet, and that way you could take it back to the mail office and say, look, it was mailed to me this date. I'm still living there. Where's my mail? Okay? So, Miss Karen, pear-shaped blonde, going door to door trying to present a falsified allegation as fact by slander. Okay? Now, this often creates a neighborhood watch, an illegal surveillance, gang stalking. Okay? When you have the neighbors illegally having you under surveillance, constantly stalking you on the road, in the grocery store, fucking everywhere. And we live in a tiny little town, Altus, Oklahoma. Okay? It's tiny. I see the same faces every day. Okay? You can't miss everybody. Gang stalking is a set of persecutory beliefs in which individuals, often referred to as targeted individuals, believe they are being followed, harassed, and surveilled by a coordinated group of people, often perceived as acting on behalf of government or powerful entity. Basically what that means is a neighbor on the street that may seem she thinks she has some kind of authority here. Okay? So she tells everybody to contact her, and this is Neighborhood Watch, and Jimmy's a piece of shit. But she stole my mail and read that I owe child support, then slanders my name. Okay? This is some fucked up shit. It's stupid. It's the stupidest fucking shit I have to deal with. Okay? I'm tripping over my words because I'm frustrated, and I can't believe how fucking immature and stupid this lady is. Okay? Me and Mom just moved here. I don't associate myself with neighbors. I take care of my school, Mom, dogs, myself, and the home. I don't talk to nobody. And yet, I've got people harassing me, stalking me, threatening me. I now have 5 tracking devices on the Honda, and they're going to remain there. So, those of you in my neighborhood here in Altus, Oklahoma, that are following me here on the TikTok and the YouTube, just keep in mind I drive a hybrid. I can go a long way, you can't. And I proved that by taking y'all for a drive. And one by one you drop off. Because you can't keep up. It's not about speed, it's about distance. And I'm not doing anything nefarious. I'm going from this house to the old house, getting shit ready fucking so we can settle here at this house. I'm not a criminal. And for the after hours posse, you're blatantly obvious. You look like a pack of fucking dummies. Really. I can't even call you like a rookie PI because you guys are so disorganized, it's ridiculous. You are spotted by myself and local law enforcement. We know you, the vigilante posse, exists. We have evidence about that. It's all been turned in, and they have their own. I'm not a criminal. And yet you want to make me be one. There's also a law enforcement officer that was fired that follows me from Wichita Falls all the way here. Sir, you are out of line. At no point have I committed any crime, nor will I. And inspiring the neighborhood to hate on me is gang stalking. Okay? It's defamation of character, slander, and everything I just read off are felony offenses. Okay? Now, people, the last thing I'm going to leave you with is that if you get caught meddling in my identity and trying to get a hold of my military record, you could be seen as and charged with espionage. One, because I have a security clearance, and two, because America is still and currently in a state of war. We have been since I was a kid. Okay? War after war since I was a kid. Federally, we are in a state of war. If you get caught trying to meddle in my military career, trying to get that information, and you're not an authorized person to see it, you can be charged with espionage because of my security clearance. I'm trying to do you all a favor, tell you to back off, and not trying to scare you, but I'm trying to warn you. Back the fuck off. I'm not a criminal. You're facing felony charges. And the last one is DOD level. That's life. So with that said, folks, this ends today's video. I'll be making mental health videos again in just a little bit. Have a beautiful night.